Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be sharing just some of my favorite products, just in general. Most of them are new because you guys know as I'm trying new products in the swing of things, those things sort of come to the forefront. I'm playing with them a lot, but there's a couple older products in here, a couple classics, a couple hits. And if you saw my last tutorial, which was a look that I actually really loved and enjoyed, I was using a lot of these products as well. So if you want to see them in action, or of course, if I have reviewed any of these at length, I will include them down below as well, because it's going to be pretty brief, but I did want to explain a little bit more why I love these products so much, so that you guys can make a more educated opinion rather than just taking my word for it. First up, a little skincare pick. This is new from Eyeshadow. This is the Optimist Essence, and at the time that I had showed you guys this in the What's New at Integrity Botanicals video, I hadn't gotten a chance to play with it all too much. So an essence is sort of an in-between, like a toner and a serum. It has sort of a weight to it, but it still is very thin. This is also in a spray format as well. But when you put it on the skin, you'll see like the sort of dew droplets build up, and when you rub it in, you're like, yeah, that has a little bit of substance to it, but still very lightweight. So I like to apply it by just spraying it on a cotton round, taking it all over the face, and I like to do this immediately after cleansing because I'm not huge into toner, so I prefer something like this, and this adds the most beautiful boost of hydration as you would imagine. So it just sort of gets that like your skin just took a drink, and then anything I put on top of it is gonna sort of penetrate at a deeper level, which I love, but this just takes that immediate sort of dry feeling, especially like if I have, it's my time of the month and I'm getting a little dry around here, or the texture on my skin just isn't nice there and makeup's clinging. This is something I really like to use. Don't really like it to freshen up the makeup or anything like that, but I like to use this in place of a toner, and I think it has a little bit of extra goodness in there. I will have the full ingredients down below so you guys can check it out. Eyeshadow, ingredients wise, is a brand that I love, really agrees with my skin, and this has not made me break out at all whatsoever, and it also doesn't give me that texture on the skin, because I don't really get any active breakouts, but I will get texture issues, especially as I'm layering products. This definitely doesn't do that, so I'm excited to report. Primer. You guys know it's a step I kind of skip a lot, but ever since I've been using it in a more active rotation, I've really been into the 100% Pure Luminous Primer. Now, a lot of 100% Pure products do have that added skincare benefit. This is formulated with red wine resveratrol, which is great for any sort of anti-aging properties, as well as vitamins and antioxidants to keep the skin looking fresh and youthful. I mean, who doesn't like that? But most importantly, I really think it adds to the longevity of my makeup, and I think it gives a very, very subtle radiance to the skin. So it's not gonna make you look glowy, dewy, you're not gonna see shine from miles away, but it does have some sort of radiance to it that does peek through the makeup that I really love. It's a really natural effect, as well as having a sort of, that sort of silica texture to it, but not as much as the mattifying primer. So I think it does a good job at sort of smoothing over any areas that I want smoothed over, as well as giving me a luminous effect rather than a mattifying effect. I think it's really great. Been using it really, really regularly, and if it's any consolation prize to you guys, my roommate is really into it as well. So two of us are really into it. I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet. I just have been using it so much, I had to mention it, and this is the Fit Glow Beauty Eye Bright. If you guys haven't heard me talk about this, welcome to this channel. It must be your first time here. Thanks so much for watching. But this is essentially a very pale yellow under eye corrector. I do like to go in with the Antonym number 12 brush now that I have nails, because that's the only thing. If you have a long nail, it won't let you get in. But it's nothing a little brush can't fix. This very pale tone is incredibly brightening under the eyes. I'm wearing it today along with a little bit of the Fit Glow concealer that I'm also really enjoying. And I just think it is the perfect combination to make my under eyes look wide awake. And I did demonstrate the effects of using this with the Fit Glow Beauty concealer, so I will link that video down below so you guys can check it out. But for any tired eyes out there, mommies, anything like that, I really think it's a product you should give a go. It has natural peptides in there as well, which I think really help it from being stiff, because it has since been reformulated since when I tried it in the past. And I remember the texture of it wasn't quite as creamy, and now it's kind of perfect. Bronzer. When I used this in a video, I really just sort of fell in love with it again. And this is the Well People Bio Bronzer Powder. I sort of go back and forth between bronzers. The 100% Pure is just a little too dark for me at the moment, so I really gravitated towards this. really great tone. I like to sort of knock it like this, then open it up and just use whatever is left over in the lid, which is significantly less product. I just do a really light dusting. I have it on the cheeks, relatively heavy for a sort of sun-kissed look. I'm feeling very summertime today with my floaty sleeves and my hat. But I really like this. I also like it as an eyeshadow. Really beautiful warm tone that I think looks very great on my olive tone, light medium complexion, and I think it blends out fabulously, which is very important. A little lip combo I'm loving. First off, Kjaer Weis lip liner in mauve. You guys aren't gonna guess it, but the color is a mauve tone. However, I will say it's more pink than a typical mauve tone. I think when we think of mauve, it's sort of a more cool tone, maybe a little bit purple-based color. This doesn't have as much purple on it, though it has a faint amount. It looks really pink on my mouth, which I love, and why I think it pairs so beautifully with the next option. I really love these as separates and as a pair, but it looks beautiful with the Fit Glow Beauty Lip Color Serum in Go. And this is the palest of the lineup. In the tube, it looks really quite pale, but you can see on me, it's really wearable. It's wearable not only alone because it's not super milky and opaque. Like if it was super opaque in color, it would just wash me out. No, this is more peach, my top. I was gonna compare it, but not a worthy comparison. But with this lip liner, it makes a really easy, everyday, wearable lip look with one of my favorite lip products. One of my favorite lip products of all time. Just reviewed these at length. I love every single color. You know I had to mention one. Also really big into nudie as well. If you sort of want something a little darker than this, maybe Women of Color would prefer that option a little bit more. Or even the shade Gossipal would be really nice on a woman of color. But anyways, this sort of muted mouth, bronze skin, I'm sort of into that look right at this moment. To add to that look, I'm all about lashes, and you know I love my Hint Beauty Nocturne as far as like forever long-term favorites. I think that has my heart. However, I've been playing with the Fit Glow Beauty Mascara, which I had in the collection, used a couple times, and I don't know why I didn't put it to the forefront. It's a great mascara. So I've had this for a little bit amount of time. I don't like to judge a mascara based on the first couple of applications because it's like fresh and wet. But I think it's great. It doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge on me at all, but it does build up the lashes really, really quickly, if you guys can see. I also love the sort of cone-shaped bristle on it, especially for the bottom lashes. So it's really great for both top and bottom rather than one or the other. Like the Kjaer Weis I prefer for bottom lashes rather than top, just due to the small brush, things like that. But this you can just turn vertically, go on the bottom lashes horizontally, and I love how quickly it builds up. I think this is a product that I need to review at length, but it's super black, super thickening, and lengthening at the same time. Really, really great option in like the cutest packaging ever. I'm having a super big Fit Glow moment at the moment, if you will, to say moment 20 times in a row. Finally, I wanted to mention two eyeshadows. These are two new shadows in the Sappho. I call it the summer collection. I don't know if it's branded as that, but we're gonna call it that. Another little review that I've done, so you guys want to check it out at length, I will include it. But the two products from that line that are really sticking out to me are two eyeshadows. First of which is the shade Monica. Monica is this beautiful pale peach shade, so it will do all of the buffing on the brow bone for you, as well as laying down a really nice color all over the lid. Very brightening. Sometimes I even like to take a matte tone like this in the inner corner just to sort of give that very brightening effect. This will do it, and I think really suits my skin tone a lot since my skin tone pulls so warm. Speaking of warm, the shade Victoria, oh my god, I mean, this is gonna be a favorite for life. I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep my filthy paws off it. I have it mostly on my eyes today. Gorgeous terracotta warm orange shade, as true as it gets. I don't really think we have another shade quite like it on the Integrity Botanicals website, so it was such a welcoming offer. Great formulation on this. Barely, I mean, any fallout at all. That goes for all the Sappho shadows. These are incredible. If these aren't your shades, I love a lot of the others in the Sappho lineup, but these two are some of my favorites, not just from the collection, but from the Sappho line as a whole. They are fabulous. Great blendability, pigment, the whole nine. All right, guys, that is it. those are my loves of the moment. I know I sort of rambled, but it's because I get so excited. These are my favorites. These are in constant, heavy rotation. These are not, I tried it once and I make in this opinion. Tried, true, long-term loves. I think with the exclusion of the Optimist, but this is just a new product that I think is really interesting that I'm using on a very regular basis. So I'll report back on that one after a long period of time or a decent period of time. But in the meantime, if you guys want to shop these products right here, right now, I'm going to link them all down below for you so you can check them out. Any in-depth reviews, like I mentioned in the beginning, those will be linked down below as well too, so you guys can make your most informed decision when purchasing. But overall, really hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for all the love and support. Until my next one, please do give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. I upload here twice weekly and I don't want you guys to miss it. Leave all of your requests down below. Anything you want reviewed at length, I got your back. And not only that, I'll include all the makeup I'm wearing down below, of course, as much as I can remember, per usual, as well as our social media is always linked down below there as well. So please check us out. We're posting there when we're not posting here, and sometimes at the same time. Who's really to say? But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate all the love and support so much, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!